Hi my lovely lasses, my name is Jojo and I am back after 3 months of nada. I am beyond sorry guys. So much has been happening in life, hence why my background has changed. I am bringing you guys a video today about decanting or depotting, whatever you want to call it, your makeup. If you are new to my channel, please like and subscribe and give me some loving. I was inspired to really do a video on this because I find myself with so many loose compacts. I just think this is the ultimate way to go so that you can have everything, highlighters, blush, eyeshadow, bronzers, contour, everything compacted into one, I was going to say file, we're not working with paper here, Joe, palette. Just excited to hang out with you guys after 3 months. It's been a while, I know. Let's get into the video. So first things first, you're gonna need a lighter. And let's face it, we all like to play with fire, right? Also you need a knife or something sharp that has kind of like a thin edge to get around the pan of the makeup. Most importantly, you're gonna need a palette. This is more on the chunky side, but it is like a double-sided palette with a mirror. I bought it off Amazon for $25. It's very solid, it's very sturdy. It is by the brand Adept Cosmetics. I don't know if I said that right. If you've got cream products, it's not going to mix with powders because you've got the separator on either side to stop it. These are magnetic, so it just sticks really well, like so, and then it magnetically shuts again. If you were buying any kind of palette, whether it's a Z palette, whether it's just a random one off Amazon, you're going to want to make sure that it comes with these, and these are magnetic backings to put on any of the pans that aren't going to magnetically stick to your palette. I would never try and decant or depot any of my like Too Faced or any of my more expensive products because you are going to ruin the packaging. That's the point of it for me, is to get rid of the packaging anyway. So take the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighters for example. I have 4 of these and they are my go-to. So I'm going to show you how to decant this one. And then I've also got a CoverGirl Peach Punch Blush. I also really love this, but I don't need the packaging again. I'll show you how to decant this one. And then I've got a Wet n Wild highlighter powder, whatever it is, and this is in the shade Precious Petals, and I'm going to show you how to decant this one as well. However, on the other side I do have a Too Faced Chocolate Soleil sample size that I'm also going to decant and put in my pan because that is one of my favourite bronzers. I have it in the actual size, but I don't want to travel with that either. I'm going to start with one of my butter highlighters by Physicians Formula. This is in the shade Pearl. So this one did take a little bit more time. It is a little bit more tricky because it has 2 sides to it. So I've got my lighter here and I'm just gonna kind of softly run the flame underneath the pan here, and eventually it's gonna melt away at the plastic and hopefully melt the glue underneath the pan to bring it up. See, it is burning away at the pan, but that is a good thing. That's what we want it to be doing. It is not going to affect the product whatsoever. Take me a while because I firstly had to get through the first pan, and then there is a second pan to it as well. So I'm just going to keep going under this. As you can see, I've kind of made a mess to the pan, but you've just got to be prepared to do that because this is how it goes, and no pain, no gain. Just keep that heat over it evenly. Like a little mini blowtorch, oh my goodness. So this is what I was talking about with this one in particular. It's got 2 parts to it, that's why it does take a little bit more time, but I was able to lift up this one. And this is the one that you really want to get to right here. Some of them will just have a little bit more of a chunky kind of packaging to them. It's not a problem, it just makes it a little bit harder to get through. This one I really had to tear away at the bottom of that just to even get through the first pan. That's got a metal piece right there that's separating it. If you think about all the packaging that goes into a small amount of product, it's kind of crazy. Again, I'm going to do the same process with this one, but this one shouldn't take as long because the plastic between the metal pan and the packaging is a lot thinner. Just be able to get in there with my knife and lift it up. So here it comes. This is it coming up right now, like so. Yay! So exciting. There we go. So that one came out pretty easy, and it is just popping out right there. It's got a little bit of glue attached to it, but that's okay. Also be really mindful that these pans are metal, so they are going to be quite hot when you are finished burning away. So that is how you decant something like the Physicians Formula, where the packaging is just a little bit chunky. Took some time to get through, but eventually we made it. I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter, and this is in the shade Precious Petals. Again, you just want to be really delicate when you're handling these, because a lot of these products are really smooth, buttery, and they can just kind of break away if there's too much pressure on them. This one is a lot thinner of a packaging, so hopefully it should just lift away. Oopsies. Okay, that is a good example of what not to do. There we go. So after I did crunch a little bit of the corner there, it's no biggie. These are very affordable products. Again, like I said, you don't really want to be doing this with high-end products. Yes. Oh, that one was a lot easier. See, that the pan itself was just so thin that it was a lot easier to get to. Sometimes I don't know if they're always going to be magnetic, like this one. No, this one is magnetic. If anything, the problem about this is that some of the glue residue can stay on the product, and it can make it a little bit harder to lift up. And I've got the Peach Punch Blush from CoverGirl. Again, this is a little bit more on the bulky side, this packaging. I do not want it or need it, so I'm gonna burst through it just to get to that product. Okay, so this one is made a little bit easier for me because the gap was wide enough for me to get my knife in there just to lift it up. So I didn't even really need to use the flame to break down that glue. Most of them you can see like the rim of the metal pan that the product is actually in, but this one is plastic. This one does not have it. So I am going to show you what to do when this is the case. These have just got adhesive on one side, and then they are like a metal kind of backing. So I think because this one's a little bit bigger, I'm going to go in with 2. So it's got 2, it's very secure, it's not going to go anywhere. So I'm just going to combine it like so. I'm going to go in with the sample size Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. So hopefully this one shouldn't be too hard to get through either. It all depends on the width of the actual pan according to the metal pan that the product is in. So that came out, but in the process it burnt me. Again, a really good example of not what to do. This is the product itself. Thankfully it was fine, but the pan is very, very, very hot. There we go. It's looking really good. So there we have it, ladies. The process of decanting and depotting your makeup. This is such a winner for me. I've been so excited about this. Don't want to have to worry about all the packaging. So I've got my palette here, and so far I've filled up one side and it is looking beautiful. How exciting is this? I'm so satisfied with this. It's so beautiful. So this side I've really focused on bronzers, blushes and highlighters, mainly highlighters because I'm a little bit obsessed, but I've got a wide variety of brands and finishes here. I've got Wet n Wild, CoverGirl, Too Faced, Physicians Formula, Colourpop, and this one here is the Champagne Pop Champagne. Why can I not say that word? I really hope this video was useful to you guys. If you liked it, please like and subscribe, share the love. Thank you so much for watching. See you later.